Round
1, fight!
Now that was a pretty epic fight if I do say so myself. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix is a remake of Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. It was released as a download only on November 25th, 2008 for the PlayStation Network, and the following day an Xbox Live Arcade version was released in North America only. The EU, however, had to wait till February 19th for the PSN only release and did not get an Xbox Live Arcade version. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix includes 2 single player modes, an arcade mode and a HD Remix mode. All characters featured in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo are present. There are 4 difficulty settings: easy, medium, hard and expert. Personally, I find the easy mode quite hard, especially when I'm fighting Ryu as Cammy. Strangely enough, the medium difficulty setting is actually a bit more easier for me than easy mode. The pixel sprites and backgrounds in the original Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo have been replaced by digital artwork drawn by Udon Entertainment, allowing the HD Remix mode to make the most use of the high definition, which I find quite outstanding. And graphic wise, I think the game is going to hold up very well, which is to be expected of 2D fighting games with this kind of visual art.
You lose!
As terms of the gameplay, I think Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix is a game that is very easy to get the hand of. It's easy to pour special moves unique to each character. However, it's a very hard game to master, I think.
You win!
My favourite character in the Street Fighter franchise is Cammy, so I find myself using her quite a bit. If you beat the single player mode, with any character selected, you will get a piece of story mode after the game's finished. So that does crank up the replay value of this game. However, I do think that the game is lacking a few modes for what they could have done with this remake. But other than that, I think the game is fantastic. There is a multiplayer mode, however sadly due to the game getting on to 8 years old now, it's hard to find a ranking game. However, I was lucky enough to find a few friendly matches.
Round 1, fight!
And yes, I did get my arse kicked. Big time. There is a training mode included where you can polish up on your moves and combos. Also in the settings you are able to edit some of the functions of the game. You can choose to have the character models as classic 2D sprites, which are, to be honest, a little bit ugly, but classic nonetheless. There has been a remix of every song in each stage. I do think some of the remixes are good, but they're not fantastic. They could have been a bit better. There is, however, the option to select the classic soundtrack from the settings, which is awesome. You can download Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix from the PlayStation Store for $14.99. I think it's worth every penny. However, bear in mind you're not getting a load of modes, What you are getting is a solid game with beautiful visuals, a good soundtrack, and a multiplayer mode that you can still find players to play with. Overall, I give Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching and see you next time.